we're diving into the ever-evolving world of social media and the algorithms. Yep, those awful things that fiddle with your reach, your impressions, and your engagement on social media and can help you hinder the growth of your business. Welcome to the Master Your Business podcast, where we bring you the best in branding, marketing, and customer experience strategies. I'm Deirdre Martin, your host, and if you've been asking yourself how to level up your growing business, your marketing, your customer experience, or how to make more of an impact with your brand, this show is for you. You'll discover actionable tips and insights to help businesses just like yours gain clarity and illuminate the path to success. Train with industry experts, learn sales and marketing strategies, business and mindset hacks, and be inspired by authentic entrepreneurship stories. As your host, I'll share the no-nonsense advice that accelerated my journey from boring bank manager to industry thought leader in marketing and customer experience. Learn how I made the leap into the world of six-figure success, digital courses, keynote speaking, and co-authoring a #1 bestseller in just 1 year. Together with interviews from industry experts, this show ensures you're seen, heard, and hired by your ideal clients. Join our growing community of subscribers and let the Master Your Business podcast empower you to tackle your most significant challenges on your path to business success. Don't miss out. It's your turn to learn from the best and master your dream business. Welcome back to the Master Your Business podcast, where we explore the strategies, tactics, and mindsets that help business owners like you thrive. Today, we're diving into the ever-evolving world of social media and the algorithms. Yep, those awful things that fiddle with your reach, your impressions, and your engagement on social media and can help you hinder the growth of your business, or can actually have the opposite effect, even whether that's what you intended to happen or not. So I'm your host, Deirdre Martin, and I'm here to share the practical tips and strategies that have helped me and countless business owners achieve their online goals. So whether you're a seasoned social media strategist or a curious newbie, this episode is packed with actionable insights to help you master the art of social media marketing. So grab your favorite cup of something hot, settle in, and let's chat through how to allay those algorithms so you're set up for success. Stay tuned for valuable tips, real-world examples, and actionable steps to help you thrive in the ever-changing social media landscape. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, please do me a favor and subscribe, rate, and review to the show. Or heck, if you know someone who is just like you, who wants to take their business growth to the next level, but is finding social media to be a bit like the devil, then do them a solid and share this episode with them too. Okay, let's dive in. Social media is an incredible tool, as I'm sure you well know, for connecting with your ideal clients, building an audience, growing and building your brand awareness, and even generating leads that then convert into clients. But let's face it, the ever-changing social media algorithms can make it feel sometimes like it's a constant battle to stay visible and to even reach those ideal clients in the first place. But the good news is that it's not impossible to thrive on social media, even with those algorithm shifts. And in fact, you can implement several practical strategies to keep growing your online business despite these challenges. And I'm going to cover 5 of those with you today. So the first one is to focus on quality over quantity. And how do you do that? By sharing valuable insights. So when you're creating your social media posts, focus on providing your audience with actionable advice, industry insights, or thought leadership pieces that address their specific needs and challenges. Because no matter what happens, the algorithm is going to pick up that that's useful content, and that's going to get your content put in front of more people. So you're going to get more eyeballs on it. Next is engage then with those followers, respond promptly to them, because if you're not responding promptly to comments or answering questions thoughtfully and participating in meaningful conversations, it's not going to show that the algorithm is going to pick up that it's not content that you're genuinely interested in, or maybe it thinks you're a bot or something like that that's creating the content. But when you engage often and that you engage with value, the algorithm is going to pick up on that as well. Establish a regular posting schedule and stick to it as much as possible. And this helps your audience know when to expect your content. And also, it encourages them to come back for more. So, like, you can totally just smash that algorithm by having a consistent posting schedule. And let's imagine you're an accountant, or maybe you're a finance consultant of some sort. So, some of my clients are in that space. And you could share tips maybe on optimizing cash flow management, analyzing financial statements, or navigating tax implications for small businesses. So, tip two to get rid of this algorithm thing is diversify your digital presence. And what I mean by that is don't put all your eggs in one basket. But how do you do that? Firstly, you need to really understand who your target audience is. Yes, I know I say that all the time on this show, but I say it all the time in real life and to my clients as well. You need to really know them so well. And you need to understand then the social media platforms that those ideal clients are most active on, where they hang out. So, for instance, LinkedIn might be a better fit for business to business, B2B professionals, whilst Instagram could be more engaging for consumer facing businesses. Or if your ideal clients are Gen Zs, then they're going to be on TikTok. So, what you need to do then is or what you can do, not what you need to do, is experiment with different platforms. What I mean by this is don't shy away from trying out a new platform to expand your reach and explore different ways to connect with your audience. But at the same time, if you've been listening to me for a while, you will know that I always recommend, and I stick by this, I always recommend that you master and maximize your efforts on one platform before moving on to the next one. And especially if you're doing it all yourself and you don't have a team to support you. I won't get into why, but find out what is the primary platform your ideal clients are on, and then show up and put all of your efforts into that one platform, because the algorithm will love you if you create content, post it consistently, if you comment and engage on your content consistently, and that you comment and engage on other people's content consistently. And then if you're out there building connections, then the algorithm is just going to be like, hey, let's put this person's content up here so more people can see it. That's what happens with the algorithm. But again, the content needs to be valuable. Something else you can do to not get sucked in by the algorithm is to leverage long form content. And this comes back to the diversification piece, whereby you can create original content like podcasts or blog posts or videos that showcase your expertise and establish your thought leadership within your industry. What's good about doing these is that these can be done off of social media. They don't need to live on social media. And when you put these things on your website or your blog or your website or YouTube, or you put them on, I don't know, where else am I thinking now? Spotify, like my podcast, or Apple Podcast, wherever you're listening to today. These are platforms that are searchable, right? YouTube is a search engine. It's owned by Google, and that's a way to help you get found in other ways that also protects you from the algorithm if you got blocked off of LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook, for example. Your content still can live somewhere else. And that is one of the major advantages of creating long form content that doesn't live on your social media platform. Basically, it's another way to diversify and make sure your eggs are not all in one basket when it comes to your marketing. And so let's imagine you're a coach, right? And maybe something you could do by way of long form content would be to host a masterclass. I don't know, on mindset. If you're a mindset coach, you could host something on mindset strategies for success for small business owners. Or you could share regular blog posts about mindset best practices, or myths about coaching, or misconceptions about coaching. You could publish videos explaining mindset hacks to help business owners level up. There's just so many different ways that you can do this to diversify your content, but it's much easier when you're clear on who your target audience is. Okay, tip 3, and I've already touched on this, but it is engage with your audience. Social media is a two-way street. Don't just post and disappear, post a ghost. Take the time to engage with your audience, respond to their comments, and answer their questions. This is going to help you build relationships and really build and create that sense of community. And something cool and fun that you could do is you could run like social media contests or giveaways. These are really effective on Instagram and Facebook, by the way. And because they're so rare on LinkedIn, they'll really stand out if you did something like this on LinkedIn. But create engaging content that's going to encourage participation, things like quizzes or polls, and they can be really interactive on your stories and things like that on Instagram, which is a great way to do it. And again, if you do a competition, that's going to generate excitement and help your content go viral. But other ways you can do things like this to really actively engage your audience are to host live questions and answer sessions. Like you can go live. You can go live on any platform, including LinkedIn, and then you can engage with your audience. You can do it in real time by hosting live questions and answer sessions. And that's something I've been doing with the podcast now. I've been inviting guests and giving them the option, if they're willing to it, if time permits or what have you, to literally stream live as we record the guest episodes. And it's fun and it's cool because people, while we're live, can ask questions that I might not think to ask as the host. And again, this allows you to address specific questions directly for the people that you want to provide value to. And then you can provide personalized advice and build stronger relationships with those people as well. Another way to engage your audience is to collaborate with industry peers, whereby you partner with other professionals in your field to cross promote each other's content. You can run joint contests or host virtual events. And what this does is this expands your reach and introduces you to new audiences as well. So let's say, for example, you're an IT consultant. You could host a live Q&A session on cybersecurity best practices. We all need that. And one ideal partner, collaborator could be somebody maybe who's a web developer to create a giveaway for website redesign services. Or you could even collaborate with a marketing agency to produce a joint webinar on digital marketing strategies for startups. So there's tons of different ways you could do that. Tip 4, build an email list. Okay, so while social media is a powerful tool, it's important to remember that you don't own your data on these platforms. You don't own it. That's why building an email list is so valuable. An email list gives you direct access to your audience and allows you to stay connected with them. Even if the algorithms change, you have full control and autonomy when you have an email list. Check out episode 57 on the hidden gems, that is email lists, because there's tons of information in there about how you can leverage email lists because they're so underutilized, and the return on investment for your email lists make it actually way more valuable than social media. So head over there to episode 57 if you haven't listened to it yet. An example here for this, because I'm all about examples today, is let's imagine you're a personal injury lawyer, right? I was trying to think of who's listening to the show. So these are the examples I'm given are based on the people who've reached out to me who are actively listening to the show. So if you want personalized examples like this for you going forward, my friend, that's what you've got to do. You've got to send me a message, be it on email or social media, and tell me what you do, what you've enjoyed, and all of those things from listening to the show. And I will, when I'm creating episodes like this, I will speak to you directly. So I know I have a personal injury lawyer who's listening, and I'm thinking of an example for you. And one example could be to offer a free consultation, or maybe a discount on legal services to anyone who signs up for your email list. You could maybe also send regular newsletters with updates on legal cases, obviously redacting some information that is sensitive, but maybe you could talk about industry trends and tips for protecting your personal rights, things like that. Okay, last but not least, the tip on this to allay those algorithm blues and blurps and all of the things is be patient and persistent, right? How do you do that? Track your progress. Use social media analytics tools to monitor your engagement metrics, identify what content is performing well for you, and then adjust your strategy accordingly. Something else I always say with social media and long form content marketing generally is embrace experimentation, right? It's all an experiment. And because things are changing, the base elements are consistently changing by the people that own the platforms we use for social media. It is always going to be an experiment. So don't be afraid to try new things and just see what works best for you and your business and your audience. That might be changing the type of content format you use or the times that you post your content. It could be how you engage, all of those things. Something else that I recommend is that you focus on long term growth. Again, social media, marketing, your business, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So it's important to remind yourself, I think, sometimes that building a successful social media presence takes time and consistent effort. So don't be discouraged by short term setbacks or if things get stagnant for a while. Just focus on creating valuable content and building relationships because over time, that's what's going to pay off for you. So, folks, that's pretty much it for today. But I just really want you to remember that, yes, social media, it absolutely is a powerful tool, but it's just one part of a comprehensive marketing strategy. You've got to combine it with other channels like networking, public speaking, content marketing to create a holistic approach that's going to reach a wider audience and drive your business growth. So that is it now for today. And thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Master Your Business podcast. I think we've covered a lot. We have covered quite a bit of ground, I'd say. So exploring all sorts of strategies to navigate and allay any of those algorithm changes by diversifying your digital presence, engaging with your audience, building an email list, and staying patient and persistent in your social media journey. I think that's the most crucial bit of it all, to be honest. Yes, it is a dynamic tool that requires continuous learning and adaptation, but I think embrace the challenges, experiment with new approaches, be okay with it not working, and never underestimate the power of valuable content and genuine connection. So 100% quality over quantity, engage regularly. So, folks, if you are ready to take your social media game to the next level, go and check out some of my previous episodes and delve deeper into the wealth of resources that are already there and available to you. And yes, you can unlock the true power of social media and the full potential and the extent of potential that's available to you and transform your business into a thriving online presence. So, until next time, keep mastering your business and remember, you have totally got this.